Okay, this is lesson 19. It's on the complex sentence. It sounds more difficult than any of the others that we've studied, but it's really not. The complex sentences just have a main clause and a subordinate clause that is just that. It's subordinate to the main clause. So it adds some information, but the subordinate clause could not stand on its own. So take a look at the main clause in the first section of sentences there. It says, we will rent a rowboat. The subordinate clause says, when the weather is nice. Now, when the weather is nice is not, it's not an independent clause. It is dependent or subordinate on the main clause. So the complex sentence just joins them there. So remember, it's got one main and one subordinate clause. And by joining the two, you will have made a complex sentence. Now, I'm going to show you this box here. The words that kick off subordinate clauses are in three categories. One is a noun clause, and those words appear there. The words how, that, what, whatever, they all are in that first box, and those would be kicking off a noun clause. Adjective clauses are in the second box, and those words are who, whom, whose, which, or that. They would be kicking off the adjective clauses, giving information about the main clause. And then the adverb clauses begin with subordinating conjunctions that are like after, although, as, because is there, since, then, until, unless. So a lot of you are writing complex sentences now, but maybe you're not sure that you're doing it. So for activity 1, they're just going to tell you, they're going to give you either a main clause or a subordinate clause, and you want to use what you're given to write a complex sentence. So I'm going to ask that you do all 10. Let me move the screen over a little bit. You're going to do all 10 here, just using what they gave you in 1 through 10, and you're going to be adding some information about either a subordinate clause or a main clause. Okay, so pause the screen as you need. You'll be doing 1 through 10 on these. Okay. Activity 2. So here they want you to combine each pair of sentences to make one complex sentence. And if you need help, look again at that box. It's really, really valuable. I will give you instructions not to use the fanboys. That is not going to make a complex sentence. That will just give you compound. So use one of the words in the box that was appearing a screen or two before this one. So this one you are going to be doing all of them. I think there's just 5. Yeah, there's just 5 here. Okay, so pause your screen, complete all 5, and I'll see you on activity 3. So activity 3, just like we had in the earlier one on the different kinds of sentences, you're going to decide whether each sentence is simple, compound, or complex, and you're going to code them as follows: S for simple, CD for compound, or CX for complex. So we can see about 10 at a time here. Here's 1 through 12. Pause it before you do the next bunch, which are here. So that's it. You're going to be doing those 15, and that ends our little screencast on complex sentences.